Hey everybody, I've got my Vintage Church Pasadena t-shirt on just to remind myself, and I guess all of us, that it was like 4 months ago nearly now that we had our first service at Hamilton Elementary. It feels like about a million years ago, I guess, in the middle of this lockdown time. But so much love to you, and thank you for joining us on Sunday for our special Mother's Day service. It was really lovely to have not just contributions from some of our younger members of our community to their mums, but also to see some moms on the call from all over the world who tuned in for the service. So that was really cool. And I'd love to encourage you, if you want to, do invite like friends, family to come and hang out with us on Sunday mornings. I guess the beauty of doing YouTube level church is that it's a really easy invite to invite people to come and hear the good news of Jesus wherever they are, whoever they are, and whether or not they'd ever be able to come to a physical service that we have or not. On Sunday I was thinking about the kind of theme of fruitfulness, and particularly how we be fruitful in the wilderness. And I didn't get a chance to talk about it on Sunday, but I've been thinking a lot about the life of Jesus these last weeks. You know, Jesus, before his ministry ever kicked into high gear, before we saw those incredible miracles of water into wine and people being raised from the dead, those kind of things, Jesus too spent time in the wilderness. If you read in the Gospels, you read of these 40 days and 40 nights where Jesus went out to be on his own in the desert, effectively. And over the last year, I've loved getting out into the desert. You know, we don't have a lot of deserts in England, but we do have brilliant, beautiful high deserts, low deserts out here in California. And if you go out there, of course, it's so rugged, it's so beautiful, it's so still, but it's also very hard. It's a bit joyless. It's a bit like lifeless at times. And it strikes me that we're in that kind of time right now. This feels like wilderness. We've been stripped back from so many of the kind of beautiful, lush, comfortable things that we normally live with. And right now it's rugged, it's hard, it's a difficult kind of place. But it's also, perhaps, just as I said on Sunday, a place where God would really want to speak into our lives. And as Jesus faced those questions, he had so many choices, so many encounters to have with God out in the wilderness about his identity, about his calling, about evil, and about power and those kind of things. Perhaps too, we're facing some of those kind of struggles in our own life right now. And my prayer is that you would encounter God in a powerful way, and that you would know that he loves you and he cares for you. And you know, like Jesus had this talk of pruning in John's Gospel, that even if right now we feel like we're in this horrific place of pruning back, that you would know that God loves you and he's doing good things in you, that this isn't wasted time, but he will use this time to prepare you, to use you for all the ministry and wonderful things that he wants to do in your life and through Vintage Pasadena over the months and the years that are coming. So I just want to encourage you. One of the ways that you might want to push even deeper into that process is that this Thursday we're having our monthly fast day. We set aside one day a month to fast and to pray specifically for our world, for our city, and for the life of our church. And on this email, you'll see ways that you can get involved, things that you can be praying for. It might be that you want to give up all food for the day. That might feel a bit extreme, given that you've given up pretty much everything else you have in your life right now. But it might just be you want to say, I'm going to give up screen time for the day, or I'm going to give up a couple of hours in the day to pray. Whatever it might be, please do join in with us. And then I would love to invite you to join in with us on Sunday as well. And we've got Pastor Gare Jones with us, who is the kind of father of the Vintage movement, just an incredible speaker, great pastor of Vintage Santa Monica, great friend to us all. And so he's going to be speaking from the next part of Colossians. So please do tune in on Sunday morning if you'd like to do that. So have a great week. Every blessing to you, and look forward to joining with you virtually on Sunday morning.